Shivam, thank you very much for joining today with us. I think indeed it's a pleasure to meet you today. Fair to say 2022 is the year where we are seeing the fresh funds have been raised by VCs as well as PEs in the country today. I mean, India has suddenly become a very big focus. In 2020, we had some 47 odd unicorns in the country. If I count today, it's 107 plus. I mean, typically we are adding two unicorns a month type scenario we are looking at it. Never been seen such kind of a unicorn situation in India. 2021, I think due to the pandemic, went down demand or whatever, but I think we see a VC and PE bounce back with almost approximately 70 billion in investment. And I think 2021, though it was a pandemic year, but the investments by the VCs and PEs have gone really high. However, I want to say this, that the ecosystem has evolved a lot and matured a lot. I think without the investment banking community guiding capital raising structures, I think both in PE investments, VC investments, M&A activities and mergers wouldn't have actually taken shape altogether. I am just curious to first question to you is to know more about Avana Capital and how Avana Capital is being taken such a leapfrog growth in a short period of time. Over to you, Shivam.
So I think thanks Shavil. Avana Capital, we're an investment bank that helps companies raise capital, typically both equity as well as debt. Our key focus, Shalil, has typically been on advising companies, on the right capital structure to have, on the way, the ability to position their business and provide them with strategic and unconflicted advice. Shalil, that's really, the core at what we do at Avana. We like to, understand businesses, spend good amount of time, understanding businesses, understand what a founder wants to achieve from their businesses. And I think use that entrepreneurial mind, in order to be able to give the right strategic and unconflicted advice, and then raising capital becomes a byproduct. And that's really what's helped us, Shalil, to be able to grow so rapidly.
Amazing story. I think in last 4 years, some 20,000 crore odd capital being raised by Avana Capital. It's an amazing story to say. I must say the market,
it would be almost 30,000, Shalil, to be precise.
Very briefly, if you can tell me what's the unique point? What is the USP for Avana Capital?
So I think, I'd bifurcate them into 3 or 4 key categories. I think the first is, really positioning the business, to investors. So I think what we do is we understand the business in a lot of depth. We use sectoral understanding and gain a deep understanding of the business, and then actually advise the business or the founder, that these are certain aspects of the business that we could look to improvise on, look to optimize, before taking it to capital providers. I think the second is, Shalil, really advising on the most optimal amount of capital structure. The third aspect, Shalil, is of course, I think, the distribution ability, the ability to be able to, reach out to a large bunch of investors, and potentially, put the business founders in front of a large group of investors.
Shivam, thanks a lot for alluding to that. Actually, it's very important today. As far as I can understand, it's bringing working relationship with the founders. You're not just sort of a capital raising partner, but you're actually a partner in the business, saying that, hey guys, if we understand the distribution, if we understand the ecosystem better, we can create such kind of bridges for you, which could help you reach out to Ps and LPs and so in the GPs there. But at the same time, you're also validating business model. You're not compromising on the position side, diluting the company more. I think gives a founder a very comfortable zone. My last side of a discussion with you is, we are trying to work together to build something called a raise, right? And I think in this ecosystem today, if I look at globally, Shivam, I think we are looking at a investor winter, right? A lot of people are being cautious today globally. At the same time, we are looking at a global recession. Sort of people started talking about now. But India is very different. I think GDP is growing, number of startups are growing, capital raising has also grown. So we are looking at sort of not following what the global trends are. In this scenario, tell me more about how you thought about a raise. What's the concept around it?
A raise, Shalil, is a concept, we've been discussing, and it's something very close to my heart personally, being a founder myself, and I think, just to give context, a raise is an initiative, that we're planning with HT Media, where we help, companies who are looking to raise their Series A and Series B round. We're looking to enable companies, raise their Series A and Series B round, through a concept which we're terming as a raise, where startup founders can come in, register. We work closely with startup founders, get their positioning right, get their materials in place, and then showcase them to investors in a much larger forum. And that's the concept of a raise. The whole concept of a raise is, for the entire fundraising process to be much more quicker, much more seamless, where you come potentially partner with us and, come onto the platform of a raise and showcase what you're creating to a larger subset of investors.
Thanks, Shivam. I think a raise itself has a more connotation to it. I think we are looking at not only capital raising as one goal out of it, but bringing a platform together where the ecosystem comes together. The worthy ones get in front of the relevant capital investors. Second, I think there is an element of help and support which Abna Capital can actually provide each of these founders, where they can progress and accelerate their capital raising in the right fashion, rather than some in a hurry, some in last moment reaching out. Relevancy factors are very important here. I should be taking money and raising capital from the relevant investors rather than the non-relevant capital raising. I think those are the areas which is very well founded in our raise. And yeah, I think raise also is contributing socially and economically to India as more unicorns to be brought in. I think my best of luck, my best wishes to us as well when we start a raise. We also want to raise ourselves. I would call it this way.
and that's why, Shalin, the whole aspect of the name of a raise, right? It's not only a raise from a fundraise perspective, but it's also to raise and to be an actual raise, of the ability of your potential as a startup founder. So I think, like you rightly said, I think today as an investment bank, it's not about just providing a capital solution, but also providing the right ecosystem, for startup founders to maybe potentially connect either with one another or with, other like-minded investors and partners with whom they could, work together and form much larger partnerships.
Oh, absolutely. And I invite founders to join our hands to raise and be part of the whole ecosystem, I would say. Shivam, thank you very much for the time today. I know you're in Mumbai, I'm in Delhi, but we should catch up on a coffee sometime. Thanks for the time today.
Thank you.